Got it. And that is a touchdown, Rowlett. Back, he's headed towards the end zone. Touchdown.
From Homer B. Johnson Stadium in Garland, Texas, a very pleasant good evening, everybody, on a Friday night. We're so glad you're with us for another edition of Garland ISD football here on GRS TV. Hi again, everybody. Scott Powell along with John Wilborn. We're glad you're with us, and we have an interesting matchup tonight. The undefeated and state-ranked Sachse Mustangs. They come in at 4-0. This will be their opening district game. They're number 7 in the state, number 3 in the area. And they'll take on Lakeview Centennial, who, although they're 2-3, they're 1-0 in district play and on a 2-game winning streak. So looks like Lakeview Centennial, John, has improved as the season's gone along, and this might be a pretty interesting ball game tonight.
I think it'll be a good game. Lakeview cannot beat themselves tonight. They need a perfect game and let the game come to them, and we'll see how it comes out. They have a shot, though.
Lakeview will be the home team tonight. They're in their home. Beautiful, beautiful blue tops with gold helmets. Kind of a UCLA look tonight with white pants. You'll see pink all over the uniforms as this is the opening weekend of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Saxy will be the visiting team in all white with red and blue trim and a little bit of pink here and there. Saxy won the toss, elected to receive. They'll go left to right as we look on here in the first quarter, and we're ready to get this one underway. Darian Osorio, the kicker. It's going to be a short kick. Going to land at the 24. Bobbled a little bit, but a short return out to the 28-yard line for the Mustangs. It's a good offense, as always, at Saxy. They're 5th in the area in scoring. 48 points a game. Good balance, 249 a game on the ground, 172 through the air. Total offense of 421 yards a game against a Lakeview defense that has struggled this year, allowing 39 points a game and 379 yards of total defense. 1st and 10, Saxy. With a full house backfield, 3 backs. Now 2 of them will shift out to the right as receivers, and the lone back is Christian Cole to the left of quarterback Jalen Maiden in shotgun. Maiden play action fake, quick toss out here to the near side. It's caught, but for a short gain on the catch, Miles Nash, and he was tackled immediately over here by a young man who we do not have on the roster, unfortunately. Number 11 on the stop. It's a gain of 4 in the 2nd and 6. Mustangs going quickly. Handoff on the dive to Cole. He's got a first down and more to the near sideline. He could go to the 30 of Lakeview. Down the sideline, and he stayed. Nope, he did not stay in bounds as he was nudged down at the 17, but a nice gain there.
The offensive line on the right side just really opened up a great hole. Just wide open. Nobody touched him. Ran 40 yards before he stepped out of bounds.
And a gain of 51 yards. Another handoff up the middle. This will be a short gain for Christian Cole before he runs into the tackler by the name of Jalen Graham on the stop for Lakeview. I said a short gain. Pretty good, though, for first down. A gain of 4, setting up a 2nd and 6.
Patriots 17-yard line.
Maiden's had quite a career. The senior lefty throws on the deep slant, incomplete. Had a receiver with position at the goal line, but overshot Drew Jackson. It'll be 3rd down coming.
Dejon Jeffrey did a good job on coverage.
Maiden has only played about 2.5 quarters at the most in every game, as Saxy's won their games by blowouts this year. So Maiden's numbers are a little down, but it's not his fault. He is a 63% passer, 10 touchdowns and no interceptions, and 642 yards. We got a penalty marker that's going to stop the beginning of this play, and probably procedure against the Mustangs.
Fire to the snap. That's from the crew spot.
That's your referee tonight, Guy Redford, telling you it's 5 yards against Saxy, back to the 18.
Back to the 18-yard
So it'll be 3rd down and 11. Could be 4-down territory. Right now it would be a 35-yard field goal attempt. Saxy 48-6 over Byron Nelson, 48-0 over Plano West, 61-0 over Mesquite, 35-7 over Copperas Cove. The only thing that slowed them down was an off week last week, or they'd be 5-0. But they're 4-0, and this is their district opener. Another penalty marker, another procedure against Saxy.
Rush from crew spot.
So it'll be 3rd and 16.
Penalty goes against the Mustangs.
Little movement in that line, John.
Look a little sloppy right now, Scott.
5-yard penalty.
Very sloppy after marching down to the 13. Now they're at the 23-yard line.
15 yards to go.
Maiden in shotgun, waits for the snap. Cole to his left. He's going to throw all the way. Nice pocket. Plenty of time. He could serve T. Now he's flushed out to his left. He'll either run or throw. He's going to run with it. Looking for the first down marker. He's got it as he just strolls out of bounds. Boy, Jalen Maiden is a cool customer as a quarterback.
6-yard
Scott, he identified the man-on-man coverage, and the defense didn't see him running.
11.
All of them had their backs turned as he cut upfield.
That far side was wide open, and he just kept it into the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Handoff, Cole, sweep right, breaks one tackle, cuts it up inside, and he'll score. An easy 6 for Christian Cole. Mustangs lead it 6-0.
Very nice cut by Cole. Went to the right, put his foot in the ground, and cut straight up. 6, Saxy.
Yeah, he cut that one on a dime, John. Boy, Saxy makes it look so easy. The only thing slowing him down was the 2 penalties, and they recovered quickly. Here comes the point after. The kick is up, and it is good, and that Saxy kicker is Peyton Reyes. Timeout on the field, 10:15 first quarter. Saxy scratches first. They lead it 7-0 over Lakeview Centennial on GRS TV. Impressive scoring drive for Saxy on the opening possession tonight. They marched 72 yards in 6 plays. It only took a minute and 8 seconds. And John, the only thing that slowed down Saxy was Saxy with a couple of 5-yard penalties.
And that goes back to the opening comment, is that Lakeview has to play a perfect game. No, that's not the start that Coach Miller wanted. Now they get the opportunity to get the ball back, and let's see what they can do now.
Lakeview now will take the football. It's a Centennial team that's 2-3. They started 0-3. They've won 2 in a row, including their district opener, big time over South Garland, 48-22. Good rushing attack. They ran for 284 yards last week, but they can mix in the pass also. It's a short kick and a short return by Haro Miranda out near the 35. That's where the Patriots will start with their first possession of the night.
Making the stop for the Mustangs. 44.
Lakeview has outscored their last 2 opponents 83-38 after being outscored 158-54 the first 3 weeks of the season. We expect Jarrett Adams to be the quarterback. No, it's going to be Jalen Jones. They've used them both almost equally this year. Jones will start out at quarterback. What a percentage, 77% passer, 17-22 for 153 yards. A lot of short stuff. He averages 10 yards of completion. Got a good back in there, Tadarius Herford, number 25, 336 yards, 6.3 a carry. You'll also see Mauricio Sneed with 251 yards and 5.5 a carry. 3 receivers set, 2 wide out to the right, including Porter, the tight end to the right. Herford is the tailback to the right of Jones. Herford takes the handoff and runs right in to Cedric Johnson, the second leading tackler on this Saxy team. And he drove him back. They'll give him forward progress to the 33.
Cedric Johnson make the tackle.
That'll be a loss of 2.
2-yard loss back to the 33. Second down. 12 yards to go for Lakeview Centennial.
Cedric Johnson, 35 tackles on the year, 4 for losses. Make it 5 after that one. Tighter set this time. Couple of wings in there and a Couple of split ends, a little sweep left on the handoff. Fumble. Saxy has it. Yeah, Saxy recovers at the 49-yard line. Just came right through the hands of the running back, Zakamian West. Looked like even before he was hit, John.
Yes, he just didn't hold the ball, didn't hold on to the ball, trying to make something happen. He had making good yardage on that play. He had opportunity to get a big one.
Yeah, it looked like a good scheme there, but a big mistake. You've said it twice now. Lakeview's got to play almost a perfect game, and giving Saxy good field position is a deadly situation in this game. Yeah, he really was barely hit when he fumbled it.
He's got to protect the ball better.
First and 10 Mustangs, 3 receivers wide out to the left, including 2 that are stacked almost on the sideline over there far side. Maiden's going to go right, though, with a quick stop route. He overthrows his intended receiver, Derek Rose. Just Maiden's a little bit high with his passes so far tonight.
Lakeview DBs are showing they're not scared. They're getting right up into wide receiver's face and playing them tough right off the line.
7-0 Saxy. They went 672 yards with their first possession. This is their second one. 9:28 left opening quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right, ball in the right hash. A wing back and a tailback in the backfield. Now we've got movement. The right guard for Saxy moved, but he may have been hit backward. That's LaTrey Harris I'm talking about. Nope, they're going to say Harris with the 5-yard penalty. 3 procedure penalties against the Mustangs now.
Penalty against the Mustangs takes them back into their territory.
5-yard walk off to the 47. 3 penalties for 15 yards so far. Silly little mistakes.
Second down, 15.
Same set this time, same hash mark, same backfield. Probably going to run the same play. Christian Cole takes the handoff, pounds it in there over left guard. Pretty good surge to the 48, the original line of scrimmage, before he is driven down immediately.
Johnson making tackle.
Part of the tackle there
Cameron Waddleton
was Cameron Waddleton and also Jalen Graham for the stop.
Patriots 48.
Again, the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10 Mustangs from the 48 of Lakeview. 3 receivers to the right. Maiden looking right. Now he's rushed, but dumps it off on the middle screen. Good coverage, though, by Lakeview. KJ Williams was open, but it's almost like Lakeview knew that play was coming, and Williams was downed immediately, and on the play there was Tyler Clifton, as we see the replay. Maiden looking off one receiver and then just had to get rid of it, John.
Lakeview was well prepared for that play.
So they force a 4th and long, and it looks like Saxy's going to have to punt the ball. Anytime you can make Saxy punt, you are a successful defense. They don't do it often. 4th and 8 coming. Check the punter. Looks like the place kicker, possibly. Nope, number 98 with the punt. It's a good high one that hits. Let's see if Saxy can down it inside the 5, and they will at the 1-yard line. How about 45 yards down at the 1, John? Doesn't get any better than that. The punt was by Jack Forthman.
Excellent punt.
So Lakeview's second possession will start at their 1. Boy, they started at the 35 last time. That looked like Broadway compared to this.
That is not what Coach Miller wanted to start in that type of field position. Let's see if they open it up or they play it close to the vest.
Lakeview's ready to go. Jarrett Adams is now in there, number 10, one of the 2 quarterbacks. They got 2 quarterbacks in the backfield. Jalen Jones, very versatile. He can do anything. He can catch it. He can run with it. He can quarterback it. Jones will be the quarterback. Jarrett Adams will be a running back on this play. A quick handoff, but for very little, straight up the gut. That's Mauricio Sneed, and the first hit by Bryce Robinson, the leading tackler for the Saxy Mustangs with 40 stops on the year. Most of the tackles come from the linebackers, which is where you want your tackles to come from.
Lakeview got a break on that one. Somebody was slow with the clock. Never started ticking on that play.
2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line, and quarterback keeper. This could be a safety. Looks like he's down in the end zone. We wait for the signal. Safety. 2 points for Saxy, as the quarterback Jalen Jones was tackled in the end zone. They tried to run a play-action fake, John, and, boy, you don't want a slow-developing play out of your end zone. You want a quick hitter. He actually, nope, he didn't hand it off. Our cameraman was fooled. That's how good of a fake that was, but Jones was tackled for the loss. You really don't want a lot of movement in that backfield. You want a quick hitter and try and get a little bit of yardage.
You're exactly right, Scott. You have to get up. You have to get out of there. You can't afford to do that, especially when you're being overpowered on the offensive line.
Yeah, very impressive Saxy defense so far. And John, now let me give you some numbers. Saxy, as impressive as they are offensively, listen to these numbers. They are number one in scoring defense, giving up 3.3 points a game. They're number one in total defense in the area, 159 yards total allowed per game. Number one in passing defense at 65 yards a game. Number three in rushing defense at 94 yards a game. Those are impressive numbers, as if their offense isn't good enough. And they showed it right there against Lakeview. As you turn it around, Lakeview is stronger on offense than they are on defense, averaging 27 points. Pretty good balance, 196 rushing, 140 passing. Lakeview averages 336 yards a game, but they got nothing so far in this one, and already down 9-0. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. There's a short pop-up kickoff that's going to go straight out of bounds, so you get your penalty marker. And let's see where, excuse me, where Saxy will scrimmage here. As they're talking about what to do here. Glad you're with us tonight here from Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Friday night Garland ISD football here on GRS TV.
I thought, Scott, they might have him re-kick, but it looks like they're going to take it from there and go.
Midfield strap, first down and 10, Saxy.
Already 90 yards of offense for Saxy. We're just barely to the halfway mark of the first quarter. First and 10, the Stangs will scrimmage from midfield. 7:19 first quarter. Quick stop around on the pass, in and out of the hands. That was a good pass and just dropped by Cameron Cromer. We also have a penalty marker.
Depending on the play from the Patriots, number 11.
Scott, over on the right side of the ball, Saxy is changing out linemen on each series. They're fresh guard and tackle in there now. They've been changing them out each series. I guess Coach Ray is trying to get the perfect combination.
Referee's going to have a word with Lakeview head coach Kendall Miller. That's Guy Redfern. The other officials tonight, Dylan Marshall, the umpire head linesman Aaron Bernstein, line judge Jerry Goosen. That's Mr. Redfern there.
Second down.
Paul Martin's the back judge. Broderick Hicks is the field judge. Del Klein is the side judge. As you can tell, we're going to hear from Guy Redfern all night long. Hopefully not too much. We don't like a lot of penalties. Going to have a few, though, at least. Second and 10, Saxy at the 50.
That penalty is defined. Second down and 10.
Two receivers each way. The lone back is Cole to the left of Maiden in shotgun. High snap, and Maiden pulls it down. Play action fake. Looking, plenty of time, as always. Tried to hit Rose on a little slant, but in and out of Rose's hands. But pretty good defense. I think that might have been a forced incompletion by Jalen Graham, junior linebacker for Lakeview. So far, I'm impressed with the pass defense of Lakeview Centennial.
They're challenging, coming up and challenging receivers on each and every play.
The passing game not clicking, but the running game has here in the early go, as Saxy leads at 9-0 with the football here. 7:08 left first quarter. Maiden, another high snap. Here comes the rush. He's in trouble. Just sheds it. Rolls to his right. Looking, we've got a penalty marker, probably holding as Maiden steps out of bounds at the 46. This has hold written all over it.
And Roderick Armstrong. Penalty marker on
Again,
the
good coverage from Lakeview Centennial. Maiden had nowhere to go with that football.
Jalen Graham.
John, if they decline this, it would be 3rd and 6. If they take the penalty, it would be 2nd and 20. Actually, I guess it's going to be 4th and 6, so they're going to decline it. I had the wrong down there.
Penalty's been refused. 4th down.
Saxy will punt for the second time tonight, and a good one the first time, a 45-yarder down at the 1 yard line by Jack Forthman. He's got a very similar situation here as he's going to punt it line of scrimmage at the 46, almost the exact same spot. Looks like Lakeview is going to play for the return here. Very little rush, if any. It's very high but very short. Comes down about 15 yards downfield, and Forthman ends up touching it first, the punter. They're going to give Lakeview the ball at the 34. That was not a good kick, just 16 yards for Jack Forthman.
39, first down.
So Lakeview with a hold, trailing 9-0. They get the football with 6:50 left in our open quarter.
Let's see if the Patriots can get a little momentum going here.
Their first possession.
First and 10 Patriots from their
They fumbled the ball away. Second possession, they had a safety in the end zone. They got to love this field position at the 39-yard line after starting at the 1 last time. Jalen Jones, the quarterback, handoff on the sweep right, and Darius Herford is down after a short gain. Great pursuit there.
Solo tackle by Bryce Robinson.
Bryce Robinson with another tackle. You're going to hear that name a lot, the leading tackler for the Mustangs. A gain of 2 on a sweep right.
Gain of 2, second down, and 8.
They stretched him out, and he just had nowhere to cut up.
Well, I think Lakeview needs to go with the quick hitters, John, and Saxy looks like they may have too much speed defensively. Second and 8. One back set. 2 receivers, man in motion. Herford takes the handoff and runs into a wall of Mustangs, or a herd of Mustangs, you might say.
Darius Herford.
They're going to give him forward progress for about a yard to the 42, but plenty of white jerseys in on that stop. Bryce Robinson. Just count on Robinson to be a part of every tackle tonight. And also there on that stop was 95 Chase Davis, one of the top defensive linemen for Saxon.
Scott, in past years, Saxy always could score. But this defense that they have this year is probably one of the best defenses I've seen Coach Red come up with in a number of years.
I think it's the best, John. Here comes the blitz. Jones dumps it off, incomplete, way behind the intended receiver. That was the Camion West. I think he wanted to go further downfield and just kind of dumped it off to get rid of it at the last second. And another failed possession for Lakeview Centennial. They're going to have to punt it away.
He doesn't have enough time to look down the field. He has one receiver that he has to lock on, as evidence in the replay right there.
The punter will be Alexis Herrera with his pink shoes on. We're going to see pink in a lot of places tonight. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're just early in the month. This is a bad snap all the way back to the 15, inside the 15. Tried to pick it up and could not, and it looks like Saxy's going to get it anyway. You just don't want him to return it if you're Lakeview. It'll be Mustang ball inside the 10. You said it 2 or 3 times in the beginning, John. Lakeview has to play a perfect game, and it's been far from that so far.
As I said earlier, Scott, they can't beat themselves. Center just had it's a bad snap. Punter didn't have a shot.
Saxy will start from the 7, and they make it look so easy even when they have to drive the field, but this is going to be easy pickings probably for the Saxy Mustang. Here they come, 2 receivers. One is way out to the right. 2 back set, although one of them's a tailback. That's our wingback, KJ Williams. Christian Cole, handoff, fighting, and he'll be caught just short of the end zone. He tried to give it all he could. Forward progress says the 1 yard line. Second down coming. Good tough run there by Christian Cole, who comes into this game with 500 yards even, 7.1 a carry. Now remember, he's only played about 2 quarters of every game. The Saxy starters have only played about a half of each of their games, so these numbers are a little bit low. Maiden wants to throw, lofts it in the corner of the end zone. One-handed catch, is it good? Yes! Derek Rose, touchdown Saxy. He brought it in with one hand.
That was a great catch.
And he also had to get the feet in. Let's see the replay, John. Pretty good pass, too, by the way. He threw it with the defender, couldn't do anything about it.
Coverage was not bad, Scott.
No, it really wasn't. That's a good quarterback play. 2 guys that have worked together for a while, too. Can you call a 1-play or a 2-play 6-yard drive a drive? Here's the extra point, up and good.
Conversion attempt.
Fourth and with the kick, we got a timeout on the field. 4:41 left in our first quarter. Our new score: Saxy 16, Lakeview Centennial nothing on GRS TV. Some of the drill team members from Lakeview Centennial and the bench of Saxy as we're at the 4:41 mark of the first quarter. It's been all Mustangs. They already lead it 16-0 and getting ready to kick off. Derek Rose with a beautiful one-handed catch in the corner of the end zone. Jalen Maiden completed a, if you could call it a drive, 2-play, 7-yard drive in 39 seconds. Lakeview just looking for a possession without a mistake. It would be their first of the night. A major mistake. Kickoff caught at the 20. Cutting it to the outside. Pretty good movement there on the return by West, but all the dancing resulted in about a 10-yard return to the 30-yard line.
He had a small hole over there to close very quickly. Saxy is just a little too quick for the dancing. You have to just hit the hole and go for it here with them.
Here come the Patriots for 1st and 10. Going to send a couple of receivers out to the right, one left, one back. Behind the quarterback, Jalen Jones, he'll option down the line right. Pitch to Snead, he bobbled it, and he's down for a big loss. Boy, the defensive front for Saxy is just dominating this football game. Jacoby Deloach smelled that one out and made the stop. Not much blocking from Lakeview so far. Look at the people in the backfield, John.
Second down.
The whole front four is in the backfield. Jones probably should have held on to that one.
That is a loss of 7, 2nd and 17. Whistles will kill this play. Probably procedure against Lakeview. I think they've had a penalty tonight. No, this would be their first. 101 yards, including 93 rushing for Saxy. John, we had this same problem last night as short in the referee's mic. Same problem last night as we watched.
Takes him back to the 18.
Who did we see last night? We saw Naaman Forrest with a convincing win over. Boy, it just shows you how quickly I forget. But Naaman Forrest remained undefeated on the year last night over at Williams Stadium. They beat North Garland thanks to our director, 2nd and 22. Somebody's got to be smarter around here, and it's not me. Here's a handoff, a gain to the 20.
Stopped on the 20-yard line.
It's a 2-yard gain.
Bryce Robinson in on the tackle.
Again, Bryce Robinson, as I said, he'll be in on most of them. That was to Darius Purford.
Although they didn't get much out of that play, Scott, that's the kind of play they have to run, though. They have to try to figure out a way to get the ball up the middle. From side to side, Sax is just too quick.
It's going to be 3rd and 20. They need all the way to the 40. 3 receivers set this time. First time we've seen that, including real close together are the receivers wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Now we got a timeout. Looks like Lakeview wants to take a timeout. We'll take one too. 2:48. First quarter, all Saxy, the state-ranked Sachse Mustangs,
Lakeview,
with a 16-0 lead over Lakeview Centennial here on GRS TV.
Lakeview Centennial.
we were gone, a quick completion to Zacamian West, who got 11 yards, but it's going to be 9 short of the first down because they needed 20 yards on third down.
Alexis Herrera.
And they'll punt it from the 31-yard line. Lakeview will. Herrera with the punt. Low toward the far sideline. It's fielded. Nowhere to go, though. Breaking one tackle, but finally downed. No return. Good coverage there by the Lakeview punt team.
And makes the tackle.
That was another bad snap also, Scott.
It was Alex Smith on the return. First and 10 Mustang. Worst field position they've had in a while. Shiloh Sanders on the return, as I'm corrected, and that is the son of Deion Sanders. So we needed to get that right, just for Deion's sake. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Ball on the left hash. Christian Cole, the running back. Jalen Maiden will go from shotgun. 101 yards, including 93 rushing so far for Saxy, and they're looking for more here. Quick out pass to the far side is caught for a short gain. That's Drew Jackson on the receiving end.
Drew Jackson.
Maiden seems to have settled in after some high passes early. You see the fake on the handoff. And on the stop over there was DeJuan Jeffrey for Lakeview Centennial. They gave him 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 coming, but we got a penalty. Procedure Mustangs. This is the only thing they've done wrong tonight. This is their 4th one.
5-yard penalty.
Scott, they're doing something that you don't normally see. They keep interchanging linemen on each series, so they're trying to find the right combination, but that's throwing off their timing, obviously, also.
That's a good point. They're trying to develop some depth also, John, and yet it could be hurting the smoothness of the offense. 2 receivers each way on 2nd and 10. Lots of faking in the back of the ball's on the ground. Lakeview Centennial recovers. Let's make sure they call this a fumble. Yes, they do. Patriot recovery, and it looked like number 20, Makai Lewis. We'll see the replay here. The running back Cole just slipped down. That's what caused the problems. And it was Lewis, John.
Nice place by Lakeview. That's a break they needed. Let's see, can they capitalize on that now?
They've got to capitalize. This is a must, isn't it? Stay in this game. Yeah, you said it earlier, they can't make mistakes. They also need to take advantage of any mistakes that Saxy makes.
Good point.
1st and 10 at the 18. Patriots looking for some momentum, trailing 16-0. Minute 15, first quarter. Herford the lone back, 4 receivers set. Hand Herford, sweep right. Being chased, good gain. He may score. Did he get in the corner of the end zone? Still waiting for the signal. I think they said he stepped out of bounds back at the 7. But that should be enough for the first down. Yeah, he stepped out.
The Mustangs, Isaiah Humphreys and Micah Buchanan.
Let's see if it was a good call. Good block there from Haro Miranda.
7-yard line.
Yeah, he stepped out. Good call.
A couple of times.
Goal for the Patriots.
Yeah. Was enough for the first down. 1st and goal on the 11-yard run. Chance for Lakeview to get a little momentum and make a game out of this. 2 receivers each way. Mauricio Sneed, the lone back, to the left of Jones. Jones under pressure. Gets it off. Incomplete. A Saxy rusher lost his shoe on the play. That's what had me confused. I see this shoe flying into the pocket.
Jones barely got that off. Almost was a fumble there, Scott.
Second goal from the 7.
That's the other thing. I thought the shoe might be a football at first. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 7. Lakeview's got to get points out of this if they're going to hang in there with the state-ranked Mustangs. 4-man defensive front. They spread the field with 4 receivers. Man in motion. Hand Sneed hitting the backfield. He'll spill ahead for a short gain, but he was hit behind the line of scrimmage
by 44.
By 44, who is not on our roster, unfortunately. We're given the rosters, folks, and that one does not have a 44, unfortunately. So we see the replay.
No gain.
Yeah,
little
44
spin tackle there.
He's just right there on it. Lakeview has to change up the cadence. They're going on the same count every time, and Sachs is just timing it, Scott.
Good notice there, John. I didn't even notice that one. 3rd and goal at the 7. Jones has time. Throws. Incomplete. Had a receiver in the area, but knocked away on a nice defensive play by Braylon Brooks. Let's see what Brooks does here. Yeah, the receiver really never opened as they tried to hit Zakamian West.
They were not on the same page. DB just took him all the way out of his route.
24-yard field goal attempt coming. Lakeview just trying to get on the board here. Osorio's kick. It is definitely far enough, and it's true enough. Lakeview's on the board. We got a timeout on the field. 16 seconds left first quarter. Our new score, Saxy 16, Lakeview Centennial 3 on GRS TV.
16, Lakeview Centennial 3.
Lakeview Centennial will kick off. Just 16 seconds left in our first quarter. Been an active first quarter, 19 points on the board. Saxy's got 16 of them. Lakeview on the Osorio field goal. He'll kick it off. Real short pooch kick. Taken at the 35. I don't understand it, John. Why just give them good field position? We were talking about, some of the best conversations happen off the air, and we were talking about this. John looked at me and said, Scott, do you like these short kickoffs? I said, absolutely not. Why not kick them? Make them earn the field position.
Gosh, you're giving them the ball on the 44-yard line, and with a team like Saxy, it plays right into their hands, and they have a short field to work with.
And, you say the kicker may not have a very good leg. Well, he just kicked a field goal, and he cleared the goalpost by 20 yards. I could kick it further than they just kicked it, and I'm not a kicker. 1st and 10 at the 44. Rides that fullback up the middle. Pretty good gain and fighting for extra yardage. There wasn't a whole lot available, but Christian Cole with a pretty good tough run. That's going to do it. Actually, that was Matthew Carter in there, the backup tailback. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's all Saxy, 16-3 over Lakeview Centennial. Come back for the second quarter here on GRS TV. Well, we start the second quarter tonight at Wilbur B. Johnson Stadium. Scott Powell, John Wilburn with you. Glad you're with us. Handoff, Saxy on the offensive, and it's a short gain over right guard. That's Matthew Carter with his second straight carry. Going to be just a little bit short of the first down. 3rd and 2 coming.
Now appears they're going back-to-back series with not changing out the lineman on this one, so let's see what Saxy gets going now.
And isn't it funny, they hadn't had a 5-yard penalty yet either. Goes back to your theory, John. 3rd and 2 could be 4-down territory at the 48 of Lakeview. 3 receivers set, 1 receiver in motion. Maiden takes the snap, handoff up the middle, big yardage. This may go for 6. Matthew Carter, it will. Touchdown Saxy. 48 yards. And that's a backup running back, John.
Untouched.
I don't think anybody got within 3 yards except at the very end. Nothing up the middle. No safeties, no linebackers. Once he got into the secondary, it was no contact.
Oh, the guard just manhandled him. That offensive line did a great job on that one.
Another short drive, 48 yards, make it 56 yards in 2 plays. Extra point from Forthman, he's good again. And we got another timeout, 11-17, early second quarter. It's now Saxy 23, Lakeview Centennial 3 on GRS TV.
Lakeview Centennial 3.
Thanks to our entire crew here at GRS Television for all the great pictures again tonight. We're here every Thursday and Friday night, and you can watch the games during the week leading up to the next weekend of games.
Scoring drive for the Mustangs.
We'll have 2 more next Thursday
play.
and Friday for you. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you about that right now. As coming up next, we'll have Saxy and Garland October the 12th, this coming Thursday from Williams Stadium. Then on the 13th, what a matchup here, Naaman Forest and Rowlett. That'll probably be for second and third place in this district. That's Friday night, October the 13th. Both games will start at 7 o'clock. And then you can watch them during the week here on GRS TV. Here's the kickoff, Forthman with a low line drive. I like that one a lot better, John. Here comes the kickoff return from the Patriots. That's West. Breaks 1 tackle, then runs into and is manhandled. That looks like a starting linebacker, and yes, it is Cedric Johnson. Boy, he just threw him to the ground like a rag doll.
I saw 2 or 3 holes on that play, too, that they could have called against Lakeview also.
Let's see if we can see one on the replay here. Well, I may have seen one right there.
Correction 28.
You know the old saying, you can call holding on every play if you want to. And you saw 2 of them that didn't get called.
Lucky for Lakeview.
Lakeview got 3 points out of their last possession after recovering a Saxy fumble deep in their territory. 11:08 second quarter. First play, Jalen Jones with a handoff to Kamar Wheaton, a freshman running back for the Patriots. He gets to the 31, and then he's just run down. Boy, it's hard to go wide on this Saxy defense. It's hard to go anywhere on this Saxy defense. Again, they only give up 3 points a ball game.
Gain of 3, second down. 7
nice run, though. He has some good quickness.
31.
Second and 7 coming. They look to the sideline for the next play. Going to have a 3 receiver set to the right. That's the short side of the field. And then a lone receiver out to the left. And now he'll come in motion. Everything's to the right, and the quarterback will run right. Cut it up. That's Jalen Jones. Pretty good pickup here, but he's going to be short of the first down. He goes down on his back as he backed to the 35-yard line. Lots of gang tackling from Saxy. Almost every play, there's at least 2 tacklers. Here's Jones. Followed 1 block and then ran into a couple of Mustangs.
Yeah, the offensive lineman, the left guard, pulled around on that play and gave him a little bit of life. I think Coach Miller right now is trying to slow the game down, keep his defense off the field, give him a little breather right now and eat some clock.
That's a really good point because they are working that play clock, aren't they? Under 10 seconds on the last 2 snaps. Really good point there, John. 3rd down and 3. That clock's down to 2. Let's not get too close to 0. Jones play action. Drops off a little tunnel screen, and he's going to have a first down even though he tripped up at the 40. That alone was enough for the first down, and that pass was complete to Wheaton, the freshman. Nice play there. It's a shame he got tripped.
Very nice. I think by his own player. His center was a little late getting out there. Let's see it here.
Gain of 7 and a fresh set at the 41. Here's a tight formation. A wing and a split end to the right. They're going to go right. sweep to the tailback Sneed, and he is leveled. Boy, when Saxy hits you in the open field, it usually stings, and that was a nice open field tackle from Micah Buchanan. Just a good tackling team. You know, we talk about the improvement of Saxy defensively this season. I think the tackling from the secondary has come so far in the last 2-3 years. I think that was one of their biggest weaknesses.
That was a picture-perfect tackle. He read the play, and everything's being telegraphed now, so Saxy is just, they're pinning their ears back coming right now.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. 4 receivers set here. Jones play action, has time. Deep over the middle, incomplete. He had 2 receivers over the middle. The ball ended up near the deepest one, and that was Odutola, Emmanuel Odutola, and it was short of him. 3rd and 5 coming. 3rd and 6.
And depending on the play for the Mustangs.
Offensive line gave him a little pocket there, Scott.
Really did. He may have rushed that throw a little bit, but can you blame him? All the duress he's been under, Jalen Jones.
Yeah, 6 yards to go.
Again, coming in, Jones was 17 of 23. That's only 6 misses for 77%. Now he's just 1 out of 5 tonight. Empty pocket here as he'll swing it out to Sneed, looking for running room. He's going to lose on 3rd down. This may force a punt. Wow, the pursuit and the speed and quickness of the Saxy defense was on display right there. We do have a penalty marker over there on the far side, thrown by the head linesman. Let's see if this might be against Lakeview. I'm thinking some kind of a legal block or a face mask.
43-yard line.
Is kind of what you would expect based on what just happened. And we'll hear from Guy Redfern, hopefully uninterrupted static from Guy. Lack of static, I hope. It ended up being a loss of 2 back to the 43. Got a pretty good mark.
I see a couple of guys from Saxy backing up.
Long discussion between that head linesman and Redfern. Aaron Bernstein, the head linesman. Here's the call. It's interrupted, unfortunately. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Saxy. So a break for Lakeview. They're going to get a free 1st down at the 42 of the Mustangs after the walk-off.
Saxy territory on 42. 1st and 10.
I look at Coach Red over there. He's giving the...
Red's a little red, isn't he?
Oh, he's giving the official his ear. He's right there in it.
3 receivers to the short side, the left side here on 1st and 10. He'll ride Herford around left end. Pretty good running room. Spins away, and he may have enough for the 1st. It's going to be close.
We got a handkerchief on the field, though, Scott.
Thank you, Good Eyes. Jones, I like to say, whoever works with me, I always try and find somebody with good eyes. I never saw the thing. Again, it's over there on the far side, so it might be an illegal block. Or a face mask, kind of the same situation as the last play. This one's going to be holding against Lakeview.
Replay 1st down.
Penalty goes against Lakeview Centennial. Holding. Backs him up to the 49-yard line. Repeat 1st down. And 19.
Just the 2nd penalty of the night against the Patriots. So far, Lakeview with just 7 yards and 3 1st downs of offense. Trying to piece together a drive here, down 23-3, 7:54 left 2nd quarter. As Jones rolls to his right, drops it off, incomplete. Another penalty marker. This might be pass interference, Saxy. It's Kendall Miller, the Lakeview head coach, points Lakeview's way. They just got a penalty, a 1st down by penalty a minute ago. This could be a 2nd one here.
Scott, I'm looking at the line play, and Saxy
NC,
just running
right?
over them.
No contest.
They're just running over the line, offensive line. They're not holding the block, not one of them.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. They may have called holding here. Let's see what the call is. Redfern. Interference, but a 5-yard walk-off, so this will make it 2nd and 15. 1st and 15. Penalties are starting to mount here halfway through the 2nd quarter. And we've got a timeout. Let's take a break too. 7:48 2nd quarter. Saxy 23, Lakeview Centennial 3. Undefeated and state-ranked Saxy with a good lead here on GRS TV. Well, while we are away, Saxy head coach Red Barron's got a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. We take it was on Red. He was out to the numbers yelling at the official, and the flag flew. So another first down. Actually, it's not a first down. Well, yeah, now they're going to move the chains over there on the far side. It is a 1st and 10 Lakeview at the 33 of Saxy. Almost all their penalties have been, first downs have been by penalty, I should say. Handoff on the sweep right. Pretty good yardage here for Kamara Wheaton, the freshman, as he is spilled after a pretty good gain to the 22. Nice to have a play without a penalty marker for a change.
He's pretty quick. He's outrunning his lineman, and he needs to hold up just a little bit and get a block.
By the way, it was to the 28 for a gain of 5. Pretty good pickup on first down. Jones will hand it to Wheaton. Big hole up the middle into the secondary. Another first down as he almost gets to the 10. This freshman looking good. As I said earlier, against this Saxy defense, they might want to try the quick hitters. And boy, that one worked to perfection, didn't it?
Very nice run. As you see right here on the replay, the center and the guard really opened up that hole for him. He had 3 yards before anybody touched him.
Gain of 17. They could get a first down without a touchdown on first down and 10 from the 11.5-yard line. Jones still at quarterback in shotgun. Wheaton is to his left. Wheaton's had a couple of long runs in a row here to guide this Lakeview drive. Gets through a couple of defenders, but then runs head on into the next one and is tackled immediately by Isaiah Humphreys. Humphreys came out of nowhere for that one-on-one stop. And it's no gain. That's how you teach tackling, John Welber.
Excellent, excellent play. And
put the head into the chest, right?
And the offensive line did a great job, actually, on that play. They held the lineman for Saxy out for one of the few times all night. 2nd
and 10, 2 receivers either way, but they're tight toward the line of scrimmage. Sweep right, Hereford looking for a block. Not enough blockers. Haro Miranda got his block, but too many defenders, and he has run out of bounds at the 8-yard line after a 3-yard gain. Just too many white shirts and not enough blue shirts out in front of Hereford.
And once again, Scott, Lakeview rather, slowing it down, working the clock, trying to give their defense a break.
Although the game clock not running here, it stopped at 6:39 after Hereford ran out of bounds. Plenty of time on the play clock. They're ready to go on 3rd and 6. Probably 4-down territory, down 23-3. Now they're going to look to the sideline. They're down to 5 on the play clock. Lakeview's going to have to take a timeout, and Kendall Miller says, give me a break. 6:39 first half. Lakeview Centennial trailing Saxy 23-3 here on GRS TV. Back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Key point of this game, Lakeview Centennial trailing 23-3, and they've got a 3rd down and 7 at the Saxy 8-yard line on a drive that started back at their 28. Got to get 6 out of this, John, if you're a Lakeview fan.
No doubt, Scott, no doubt.
momentum-wise and also scoreboard-wise. Jones in shotgun. Gonna hand it, sweep left, looking for the corner of the end zone, dive, no, yes! Touchdown, Lakeview Centennial, Kamar Wheaton. That was pure speed. Speed burns, and it burned right there.
He is an excellent looking back.
And he's a freshman. There aren't many classifications that begin with an F. Look at that run. He just barely got into the corner of that end zone.
He beat him to the corner.
What a drive, although it was penalty aided, 72 yards for Lakeview. They got some of it on their own thanks to that freshman Wheaton. Extra point. Osorio, it is good. Lakeview starting to mount a comeback. 6:29 left first half. Our new score, Saxy 23, Lakeview Centennial 10, GRS TV. There's the freshman who's been impressive tonight, Kamar Wheaton, sitting on that Lakeview bench as he gets up. He was the key to that touchdown drive of 72 yards, and Lakeview Centennial trying to make a game out of this with state-ranked Saxy. High pooch pop-up kick is a short return as Lakeview just hands Saxy good field position. John and I are still mystified.
So the Mustangs, Charles Washington.
And everybody does it. I don't mean to pick on Lakeview or Saxy. I mean, for some reason, it's a common thing nowadays, and we just don't understand it. I've asked coaches, and I never really get a straight answer either.
The college game is doing it now also, Scott. Just
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. If you do not have a good kickoff person, I understand it. Otherwise, there's no reason. If you feel like you're good enough on the kick coverage. Here's a handoff to Cole. Slants it over right tackle. He just bowls and bowls, rides a tackler on his back, and is finally downed after an 11-yard gain, a first down at the 49. That's just classic Christian Cole taking the slant handoff there.
Yard run.
That
Behind
right side
a couple
of the line.
blockers, yeah.
Yeah, that right side of the line, Coach Red has done it again. He flip-flop again now.
Maid's going to pull this one out and keep it. He's got big yardage and a blocker in front. All the way to the 20. Got another block. That might have been a clip. No flag. Is this a touchdown or did he step out of bounds? I think he stepped out. Well, you almost had a clipping call, though, too. And Kendall Miller wants to know why there's not a clipping call. Hopefully we'll see it on the replay. But somebody got blocked in the back, and Kendall is yelling at the official down here. They're going to say he stepped out at the 14. Now see if we can see what I'm talking about here. Watch the block in the back. Well, didn't get to see it. Here's a late pitch to Cole. He turns it back in, but a short gain to the 11-yard line.
Making stop for Lakeview, Tyler Clifton.
That was a 38-yard gain, by the way, by Maiden. Now let's see if we can see what I'm talking about here. There it is. That's a block in the back, ladies and gentlemen. That's, Kendall Miller saw it as well as I did. Gain of 2 on the last play, second down and 8. They could get a first down at the 3 without scoring. Rides Cole into the hole, up the middle. Another short gain. Good first and second down defense by Lakeview as Cole gets 2 more to the 9. Third and long coming.
And that'll bring up
Saxy trying to add to a 23-10 lead as we're getting late here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs with 2 timeouts left. Lakeview with just 1 left if they were to get the ball back. 2 receivers to the short side. That's the right side. A receiver wide out here to the left. That's Drew Jackson. Maiden Well handed. Cole almost scored as he lost his balance on the final hit. Looked like he might squeeze the ball across, but got to the one. That's a first down. And a fresh set of downs, 1st and goal coming for the Mustangs.
1st and goal, Saxy.
Just straight up the middle.
His body lean is really good, isn't it? Always keeps that body moving forward. 1st and goal, Jalen Maiden with the keeper, and we wait. There's your signal. Touchdown, Saxy. Maiden can run with the football. Touchdown runs are nothing new for Jalen Maiden. He had 4 on the season, thrown for 10 coming in. Extra point coming from Forthman. So they'll go for 1, up 29-10. Comes the rush. The kick is up and good. Timeout 4:34 for the first half. Saxy adds to their lead. It's now 30-10 over Lakeview Centennial on GRS TV. 62-yard scoring drive, and quite the answer for Saxy right after Lakeview Centennial scored. As you see the sideline, Christian Cole talking to his quarterback Jalen Maiden over there. Maiden just completed the drive with a 1-yard plunge, and it's 30-10 Saxy. Lakeview is going to have 4.5 minutes and 1 timeout left to try and go the other way. Here's a deep kickoff. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Isn't it amazing what you can do if you kick it deep?
Goes into the end zone.
The other thing I don't like about these new rules, moving it from the 20 to the 25 on touchbacks, John, they're penalizing the kicker for showing off his leg by moving it to the 25 instead of the 20. I don't like things like that where you penalize a guy for being good. You know, in the NFL, they move the extra points further back because the kickers are so good. So we're going to penalize them because they're good. It just those kind of things just make no sense to me. We're penalizing good play by football players in some cases. No, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for Lakeview. Four-man front. Here comes the blitz. Although they beat it, Jones split the blitz, gets it to the outside. Pretty good gain there. They had the right play called for that blitz from Saxy. Of course, the blocking was good, and Jones got a gain of 7.
Jones made an excellent read. Instead of pitching it, he kept it and cut it up.
Gain of 7.
As you see, here he goes to the right side. Nobody there to pitch to anyway.
Good job of picking up that blitz. Gain of 7. Maybe the best first down play of the night for Lakeview. Jones got an option it the other way. Keep it. Cut it up. Going to be short of the first down, though. He was hit down low as he made his cut.
Making tackle for the Mustangs. Stafford. On red. Bryce Robinson.
Stafford, number 94. Josh Stafford. Also Bryce Robinson, the kid that's in on every tackle. There's Stafford. You can see him down low making the first hit. 3rd and short. Lakeview does need 2 or they'll probably have to punt this away. We're under 4 minutes and counting. They've got a timeout, but they're working that play clock, as John has pointed out, trying to give their defense a little bit of rest here. 2 receivers right, 1 left. We're on the left hash with a 3rd and 2. Jones play action. Slant over the middle, incomplete. Boy, there was contact. The pass was a little bit high, and Haro Miranda just couldn't pull it in.
Didn't see Wheaton on the field for that series.
Good point. Why not? That's a really good point. He led the last drive, and now he didn't play the next possession. 4th and 2 coming. Looks like Lakeview is going to punt this away.
Next receive that punt for the Mustangs, Shiloh Sanders.
Alexis Herrera will be the punter with those pink shoes. He'll put that right pink shoe into the ball. Expecting a pretty good punt. The return man back to the Saxy, 36-37. That is Shiloh Sanders, the son of Dion. Where's Dion's number, by the way? It's a directional punt. Sanders cannot return it because it goes out of bounds. Let's see where they finally mark this. The line judge will stop when the referee tells him at the 40-yard line.
Goes out of bounds.
That's too short of a series there, Scott. The defense is already tired. Now they're back on the field. Saxy has everything working for him right now. This is a bad point of the game right now for Lakeview.
Saxy's got 3:26 and 2 timeouts as they come to the line, 1st and 10 at the 40. Mentioned the wind, it's blowing fairly well out of the south, right to left as we look on. About 15, maybe 10 miles an hour. Quick out pass is caught. Drew Jackson knocked out of bounds. We've got a penalty marker, though, right as that play started. This could be that penalty that Saxy gets a lot of, procedure.
I think we got offside this time.
You think so?
I think we got offside.
Defense?
Yes, sir.
Good eyes. That's why I like you, John. You got a better pair than I do. Good eyesight. Well, yeah, here comes your 5 yards against the D to the 45, 1st and 5 coming.
Centennial offsides.
You're 2 for 2 tonight.
Takes it to the 45-yard line. First down and 5 for the Mustangs.
4-man set, but a lot of defenders in the box here. Despite Saxy spreading the field, Cole takes the handoff.
Kristen Cole up the middle.
Power run over right guard behind his offensive line. He may have enough for the first down, a gain of about 5. The mark is everything. He needed the 50, and the nose of the ball is across the 50. That's a first down. So they'll restart the clock, and they have. We're now under 3 minutes. Maiden in shotgun. Cole to his left. Play action. Maiden is flushed, looking for anywhere to go. He's in trouble, just dumps it off to the far side. Boy, I think we got pass interference. Red Barons is calling for it. No call. The receiver was tackled right in front of Red Barons, and he couldn't buy a call. And there's his son over there also looking for an interference call. Oh my gosh, the receiver was tackled.
Maiden was a magician on this.
Here it is. Now, watch Maiden first, as John said. Just to get rid of it, John.
Great spin.
Now
move.
watch the interference, folks.
Spin,
How was that
balance, everything on that, Scott.
Anyway, it might have been a little closer to being on time, that hit from behind, but boy, Red Barons is not having a good night over there with that head linesman. Cole takes the handoff up the middle and just leans forward for a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 8 coming.
Brought down by Thomas Robinson.
Red's already gotten a sideline penalty for arguing earlier.
3rd down, 8 yards to go.
I think he's going to calm down at this point because he doesn't want to get tossed here.
Can you get thrown out on 2 of those? I don't know the rule. That's why I'm asking.
Sure.
Basketball, you can, I think. At least at college and pro level, I think it only takes 2. 3rd and 8. It's actually taking a lot of time here. The clock is running at 2:10 and counting. We're under 10 on the play clock. Maiden in shotgun. Could be 4-down territory. He'll hand it Matthew Carter sweeping right. Cuts it up. He looks like he's going to be just short of the first down as he dove at the last minute. He is a yard short at the 41. See if Saxy will use one of their 2 timeouts here.
Saxy has a great 1-2 punch at the running back, Scott.
Along with Roderick Armstrong.
They're going, and they're going quickly on 4th and 1. Need the 40. Now they're going to pull up, and we got a penalty marker. Red Barons going to have another talk with the head linesman who threw the flag. Procedure. Saxy. So instead of 4th and 1, it'll be 4th and 6. They might want to think about putting it away now.
Start against
Again, they still have 2 timeouts left.
It's about 5 yards.
I think they'll go for it, Scott. 136. Have a comfortable 20-point lead.
Yeah, but if you punt it away, at least you got to make Lakeview go the length of the field, and you don't want to give them good field position right before the half and maybe lose a little momentum. There's really two ways to look at this. Of course, Saxy's probably very comfortable, as you said, with a 20-point lead. How comfortable will decide what you do here. You know what I mean? First of all, they're going to take a timeout and talk about it. Let's take a break. 1:12 left first half. Saxy 30, Lakeview Centennial 10, GRS TV. We're back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Saxy with a 4th and 6, 1:12 left in the first half, and they're going to punt it away, which I agree with.
Jack Forthman punting.
Forthman, this is really high. You can hang the washout here. I mean, that was a long, high punt. Mustangs are going to down it
Punt rolls dead around
at the 7. Very effective. Forthman is a pretty good punter. He had one down at the 1. Now he has one down at the 7. Forthman knows how to work that coffin corner.
Got a shot at the moon.
Wow, isn't that beautiful? We had a beauty last night, and this one's even prettier tonight, thanks to the crew at GRS TV that does such a great job. Somebody went moon hunting there. I have a feeling we're going to see a knee or just a simple handoff here from Lakeview from their own 7. Saxy's only got one timeout left. Jalen Jones takes the snap and hands it. A little bit of running room, but not much. That looked like Hereford. It was to Darius Hereford. So far, Saxy not burning a timeout. I think they may just figure that they can't do anything about this, and let's go to the locker room, which is right behind Lakeview here at Homer B. Johnson.
1 second and 9.
Yeah, Lakeview gets the ball, I believe, in the second half, Scott.
Yeah. Tell you what we'll do. We'll go to break, and right before we start the second half of our coverage here, we'll give you those first half stats. Lakeview's hung in there fairly well, trailing by 20 as we're going to go to the half. Sneed takes the handoff. That should probably be the last play. Impressive first half for Saxy again.
Cedric Johnson on the tackle along with Chase Davis.
Lakeview was within 23-10. Then Saxy answered Lakeview's touchdown with a touchdown of their own to make it 30-10. And Saxy's going to go to the locker room with a 20-point lead over Lakeview Centennial, 7th ranked in the state. The Sachse Mustangs, number 3 in the area. Lakeview's on a 2-game winning streak, trying to extend it to 3 tonight and go 2-0 in district play. Sachse, this is their district opener, but so far it's all Mustangs. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff and the first half stats. It's Sachse 30, Lakeview Centennial 10 on GRS TV.
And you there.
30-10, Sachse over Lakeview Centennials. We're about ready to start the second half here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium.
Start the second half. Mustangs will be kicking off.
And here are your first half highlights. The captains at center of the field. Teams come out for the start. Christian Cole takes a handoff and turns it into 6 points for Sachse. And here we go with a safety on Lakeview's next possession as the quarterback Jalen Jones tackled in the end zone. 9-0 Sachse. Jalen Maiden with a beautiful throw and a one-handed catch in the corner of the end zone by Derek Rose. That made it 16-0 Mustangs. Some of the crowd on hand tonight. Little mistake by Saxy, a fumble recovered by Lakeview Centennial, and they get a field goal out of that. Matthew Carter, backup running back, went the distance here on a long touchdown run. Some of the crowd decked out in pink tonight. A lot of pink here on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Kamar Wheaton with a touchdown run as he just barely got into the corner of the end zone for Lakeview Centennial. And then Jalen Maiden with a quarterback keeper. That was the final score of the first half. Lots of pink in the stands and the sidelines tonight. We've had our second half kickoff. Lakeview will scrimmage 1st and 10 at its own 29-yard line. Jalen Jones, the quarterback, he'll keep it. Gets a gain out to the 31 of 2 yards. Several white shirts in on the stop. Saxy in their all-white uniforms. You'll see pink sprinkled throughout the uniforms tonight. Lakeview Centennial in their blue tops and white pants. Going left to right here in the second half. They gave him 3 to the 32. Play action this time. Pass in and out of the hands of Wheaton, who was open. Did have a defender kind of flash in front of him that may have thrown his concentration off.
Wow. Could have held on to that one. He had nothing but green in front of him, Scott.
Yeah, when the defender goes for broke and comes up empty, that can lead to a big play, but you got to make the catch first. 3rd and 7, Lakeview.
7 yards to go for Lakeview Centennial.
They could use some points here on their opening possession, trailing 30-10. Saxy, 7th ranked in the state, 3rd ranked in the area, undefeated on the year. Lakeview Centennials won their last 2 in a row. 2-3, 1-0 in district. Quick out pass, caught a broken tackle and more for Zacamian West, and that more has given him a first down at the 40-yard line. Gain of 8.
Nice play there, Scott. Gave him a little time in the pocket.
1st and 10.
2 receivers each way. Play action. Quick out pass. Haro Miranda as he goes forward and gets a good pickup on first down at 5 yards. Big, tall receiver there in blue.
Lakeview started out with a little advantage there. Had 2 Saxon defenders on the ground when the play first started.
These plays so far have been quick hitters, passing and running. Trying to keep the pressure of that big Saxy defense off of a 4-man front as Jalen Jones looks to the sideline for the play call. 10 on the play clock. He drops back, ready to go. Still plenty of time. Man in motion. Play action. Looking, has time. Fires to the near sideline, incomplete. Tried to hit Haro Miranda on the cut out to the sideline. And kind of threw the ball a little bit early, maybe. Was not a good pass either way.
Smith, 3rd down and 5 for Lakeview from their 45.
Coach Miller, like they regrouped at halftime, Scott, and came out with a game plan and planned to hit them with the short pass this half.
Folks, I would have loved to have given you the first half stats, but we no longer have them available. But I can tell you they were one-sided in favor of Saxy. 3rd down, let's see if Saxy will blitz here. No blitz on 3rd and 5. Jones will keep it, but he's going to be short of the first down. There was a hole initially, but it closed in a hurry at the 48, and it looks like the Patriots have punted.
2 yards to go. Coming in to punt for the Patriots, Alexis Herrera.
Herrera will punt for the 4th time tonight.
That punt for the Mustangs,
Shiloh Sanders, just like his father, returns punts. And where's number 21? Kind of looks like him a little bit too. Low snap, bobbled it, but picked it up. Herrera got it off. It's a short kick toward the near side. Does take a little bit of a Lakeview roll and will be covered up at the 27 of Saxy. Good job of flipping the field, even though it was just a 29-yard punt. 9:39, 3rd quarter. Saxy has the ball and a 30-10 lead. And expect to see Jalen Maiden start back at quarterback for Saxy. This is a lot of times this has been the point of the game where they start pulling starters. But Maiden does come out with a lot of his first teamers. Got 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ball right in the middle of the field as Maiden's in shotgun. Christian Cole the back. Maiden's just going to keep it, sweep right behind the block of Cole. Gets it to the sideline. He got near the first down. I think he's a little bit short. Let's see where the mark is on where he stepped out. They're going to say the 36. That's a gain of 9. It's just effortless when you watch Maiden, and especially when he runs with it.
They call his number from the start on that. It was no pitching or anything. It was Maiden all the way.
Cole there, good lead block by somebody else, and then had a couple of defenders on the ground with good blocks there. Cole over right guard. He is a tough man to bring down. And his yards after contact, John, are usually pretty high, and especially tonight. He got about 5 or 6 out of nothing there.
He's a
Make
nice
it 7,
back.
by the way, excuse me.
Very nice back. Only weighs 185, but running like he's about a 210.
He really squares the shoulders up. Very much a square runner, very much a north and south type runner. And with a good body lean, you got to have that to be that type of runner. 3 receiver set, Maiden play action, has time. Fires on a stop route here to the near side. It's caught and just enough for the first down. Good job of chain hunting by Drew Jackson and a good set of hands by number 9.
Solo tackle
He points the other way, first down.
Result is first down and 10. Saxy on the
Nice route.
45.
Left tackle holding the rush off.
Stop and go route. Go 10 and turn around. There it is.
DeJuan Jeffrey made the stop, but again, Jackson knew where the mark was and went just far enough, an extra yard to have the first down. And it's the 45 of Lakeview Centennial. We're under 9 minutes left, third quarter. 2 receivers left, that's the short side. 4-man front with a threatening blitzer. Here comes a blitz from the outside. They run it up the middle. Nice tackle, hit in the backfield, but spinning forward for some yards was Cole, and the hit in the backfield was by Micah or Maki Lewis, a sophomore. Injured Patriot, that is Lewis, who just made the tackle. He's going to have to limp off the field. Gain of 4 on the play. You see the penetration, but again, Cole is so hard to tackle on the first hit. Yards after hit, he's really good at. Christian takes another hand off and again carries a tackler for first down yardage. You don't see Christian Cole go backward very much, John. He's always going forward when he goes down.
Very strong runner. Hits the hole, as you see right here. No hesitation.
North-south.
You got a guard pulling around, and all he needs is a block.
Jalen Graham just took a ride on his back. Cole again, this one a better hole. And making the shoestring tackle was Cameron Waddleton. But another quick 9. This is the Christian Cole drive here with a couple of short completions.
The line right now for Saxy is just blowing Lakeview off the ball right now.
Christian got 9 there, 2nd and 1. Good play to play action and go deep. Bart Starr called 2nd and 1 a free play. Jalen will hand it though. Cole, big hole, untouched, all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Saxy. Christian Cole powered that touchdown drive for the Mustangs. $73-yard drive, 7 plays. Classic Saxy. A well-oiled machine. They did it in a little over a minute. Fourthman for the PAT. Fourthman's PAT. GOOD. We got a timeout on the field. 7:18, third quarter. Saxy with a very comfortable 37-10 lead over Lakeview Centennial on GRS TV. Scott Powell, John Welburn back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium in Garland. It's been all Saxy tonight. Week 2 of the district season. This is game number 1 for Saxy as they had everybody has to take an off week in district, and Saxy took the first week off. Looking to go 5-0 and start district 1-0, number 7 in the state, number 3 in the area, against a Lakeview team that's also looking to go 2-0, but it's going to take a major rally at this point. Deep kick all the way out of the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Out to the 25-yard line.
We might start seeing Saxy start emptying their bench a little bit soon. They have in every game they played. They've all been blowout wins. Saxy, coming into tonight, had outscored their first 4 opponents 192-13. 2 shutouts defensively, 6 and 7 points, the most they've allowed in 2 games. So again, 192-13 in the first 4, and they're winning 37-10 tonight. So those starters, you know, the numbers for Cole and Maiden and the receivers, they're kind of low only because they don't play 4 quarters. And it'll probably be the same again tonight. 1st and 10 at the 25 for Lakeview Centennial. Jalen Jones still the quarterback, hands it, pretty good hole over right guard. Stacked up at the 30 after the 5-yard gain. That hole closes in a hurry against this Saxy defense. That was Mauricio Sneed. Mauricio Sneed, I should say.
Very aggressive defense. Everybody runs to the ball.
They gave him 6. Again, I said it earlier, a lot of gang tackling. I mean, when they get outside, you'll see some one-on-one. When they go between the tackles, it's 3 or 4 guys every time. 2nd and 4, Lakeview. Empty bone here, empty gun, I should say, as Jones will keep it and just is driven back as he arrived at the line of scrimmage. And again, that man, Cedric Johnson, one of the top tacklers on the Saxy team with the stop.
3rd and 5.
Loss of 1, 3rd and 5 from the 30. Lakeview will have to punt it away if they can't get 5. 4 receivers, 2 either way. Twin receivers each way. Play action. Jones fires, caught. Little stop slant by Harold Miranda. Good possession receiver, caught it. Went down immediately at the 38, a gain of 8.
That was a nice throw and catch.
Really was. Good timing also on the play. So a fresh set of downs for the Patriots. They call the play at the line of scrimmage. Tight formation this time. Jones in the gun. Man in motion. Half fake to that man, and he'll keep it around right end, looking for blocks. Got a couple, and then he's just leveled from behind, just pushed to the ground by Bryce Robinson. But a good gain of 6 on 1st down. Lakeview putting together a pretty good drive here.
You have a shot. If you can get 6 yards on the 1st down, you're ahead of the chain.
Sets it all up, doesn't it?
There he goes right there on the replay.
4 from the 44.
Stretched it out and tried to get a couple extra yards. Nice run.
2nd and 4. Little fake on the option handoff, and Jones keeps it up the middle. He will be short of the 1st down at the 46. Stafford, one of the defensive linemen on the stop. Going to need 2, probably 4 down territory, trailing 37-10 near midfield. So you probably got 2 downs to get 2 yards here. The play call coming from the sideline. Down around 10 on the play clock now. They're going to hurry a little bit on 3rd and 2. 2 receivers short side right. Hand to Snead, cuts it. Oh, he runs into a hard shot. Still going as he broke loose. That's the amazing part. He took a shot and broke away, but he's still short of the 1st down after the ball's put down. See if we can see who made this hit on the replay.
I thought they marked him a little short on that one.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a very good mark. Here we go with the replay. Oh, the hit by, it looked like 91 or 94 maybe. Anyway, 4th and 1, and they're in punt formation. Herrera, little rugby-style punt toward the near sideline. It'll go straight out of bounds. This will not be a long kick. feeling they're going to mark it even further upfield. And still walking it off is the line judge. Line judge Jerry Gossett. And they'll mark it at the 44 of Saxy. Just a 32-yard punt. Maiden is back in there at quarterback. Matthew Carter will be the tailback. Cole will be in there to wing. Pretty much the same starting lineup for the most part. Maiden in shotgun. Saxy and they're all white going right to left on 1st and 10. Penalty marker will kill the play with 3:46 left here in the third quarter. Pretty long, time-consuming drive that got no points for Lakeview.
I thought they should have gone for it at that point, at this juncture of the game, Scott.
I really did too. 4th and 1, down by 27.
Yeah, had nothing to lose.
We got a timeout. Let's take a break. 3:46 left. 40-10 Saxy. Looking to stay undefeated and state ranked. Leading Lakeview Centennial here on GRS TV. As we get back to play, 1st and 10 Saxy at their own 44. A little movement in the line. The right defensive end or left offensive tackle are guilty of a 5-yard penalty. We'll see which one. The way Saxy's played, especially early, it's probably 5 against Saxy. I've never seen a team that gets more illegal procedure calls than the Sachse Mustangs, and it's kind of a weekly occurrence. Sometimes the only thing that's stopping Saxy is Saxy, their offense. Now this is going to go against Lakeview as the right end jumped.
Got a break on that one. Saxy's alternating linemen, which is very unusual and hard to get a lot of continuity at that point.
Roberto Ibarra, the jumper. 1st and 5, Mustangs at the 49. We got a fumble. Who's got it? We wait for the signal. Lakeview says we got it. Clifton says we got it. Lakeview's Caleb Ferguson comes out of there with it, and it's going to be Centennial football. Second fumble loss of the night for the Sachse Mustangs. So Lakeview will scrimmage from their 39. 3:35 left in the third quarter. 30-10 Sachse. Excuse me, 40-10 Sachse. Cameron Waddleton caused the fumble. Ferguson recovered, pass is batted away off the right hand of Jones.
Ending on the play for the Mustangs, Isaiah Humphreys.
Humphreys was ready for the play. Good defensive play on that, number 23.
Tell you, Isaiah just has a knack for the football. He's the all-time leader in interceptions for Sachse for a career. He's got 3 this year already.
He just attacks it. He attacked the receiver and attacked the ball.
2nd and 10, Patriots. 3 receivers are out to the left. They're all grouped together, 1 to the right. Ball's on the right hash. Herford's your running back. Man in motion. We haven't seen him in a while. Wheaton takes the ball and cuts it up the sideline. He'll be stepping out, though, at the 45 for a gain of 6. This is a kid who powered a Lakeview touchdown drive in the first half, and then we hadn't seen him since, John. Freshman running back.
6-yard gain, second down.
Actually kind of a wing back on this play. But, I mean, this is a talent to get the ball to as often as you can.
I agree with you.
He got 6 there, and it'll be 3rd and 4. Again, should be 4-down territory, although they punted last time from this part of the field. 5 receivers set, no backs. It's an empty shotgun. Jones looking to throw, has some time as he rolls out of trouble. Turns his body, nice pass and a nice diving catch by Trey Porter for a first down. To the 35 of Saxy. Great mechanics by the quarterback rolling to his left.
Out to his left, kept his head down the field.
Tries a quick out pass, but I think Lakeview just went a little bit too quickly for their own good. They're going to get a procedure call. I really love the way Jones, though, rolling to his left, right-hander, he got his body squared up before he threw the ball. A lot of times they won't think about that. A young quarterback will just, throw a shot put out there.
You're exactly right.
5-yard walk-off to the 40. And a pretty good catch down near the turf by Trey Porter. You see it again right here. He was also under duress when Jones threw it. And then look at this catch. It was a tough play on both ends. Maybe the best play of the night for Lakeview Centennial. 1st and 15. Jones will keep it behind several blockers, but the blocking breaks down and he is smothered. They'll give him maybe the 43 on forward progress. Boy, that play just went bad in a hurry. Had the blockers out in front and it just kind of all broke down. Lost a yard as a result. Saxy, I've said it all night, they're just awfully hard to run wide on.
Too quick, too big, too quick.
And that's a bad combination if you're an offense. They definitely have the size and quickness advantage tonight. 2nd and 16 at the 41. A rare handoff to Herford tonight, the top running back, and he lost a yard before he was driven back. So 3rd and very long coming, and should be 4-down territory. First, we've got an injured Patriot. Let's take a quick timeout. 1:54 here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium left in the 3rd. Now we'll keep it right here. Let's keep it right here.
Although there's not a timeout, Scott, everybody's acting like there's a timeout.
Well, you got an injured player coming off the field, chance to communicate with your sideline, especially Lakeview. It's going to be 3rd and 17. They need all the way to the 25 from the 42. My math says 17. What about yours?
I'd like to see a screen play.
You know what? That's a pretty good play call. And you got 2 downs to get the first down. I like that idea.
Yeah, we need to go to Wheaton.
How about a middle screen to Wheaton? We've made the play call, Joe. Here we go. I think they were trying to set it up, possibly. The quarterback kind of showed that. They were going to go to West, the Camion West, but we're going to get a delay of game penalty. They didn't get it off in time, which is a little unusual after an injury timeout to not get to play off in time. So now it's 3rd and even longer, 3rd and 22.
Down, 22 yards to go for the Patriots.
Ball at the 47. Jones in shotgun. Got 4 receivers in the pattern. Quick out. He tried to hit your man there, Wheaton.
Good
Like a
idea.
little tunnel screen, but pass was not good, and they're going to punt it away, needing 22 on 4th down. I think if they were a lot closer, they might go for it. Just not a good pass. And another punt from Herrera. He's been a busy punter tonight.
I think they still should have gone for it, Scott.
I agree. Especially where the ball is, territorially speaking. Sanders thought about picking it up, but let it roll out of bounds. Shiloh Sanders, and they'll say the 15. Pretty effective 32-yard punt. Saxy will come out with a 1st and 10, 1:01 left in our 3rd quarter. Mustangs all over Lakeview Centennial, 37-10. Keep an eye on those state and area polls. See if Saxy moves up at all this coming week. Usually see the area poll out on Mondays, the state polls on Tuesday. It's kind of fun to have a Garland ISD team ranked this highly in the state of Texas. Makes you want to look at those state polls each week. Jalen Maiden in shotgun. First team offense as he hands to Christian Cole. Cole tried to slant it and cut it off to the right tackle and was down pretty quickly.
One of the few times all night he's been stopped with relatively no gain.
Yeah, and stopped, right in his tracks. That's been rare. No yards after contact there. Tyler Clifton made sure of that. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Maiden just on a quarterback keeper around the right end and broke one tackle and got a first down. Out to the 27.
Maiden's just turned himself into a running back. He's a big back.
Signee he hadn't signed yet, but he's committed to Mississippi State. Probably going to see him on Saturdays in the future. Look at all the blocking ahead. Spun away from the initial hit, though, which was made by Jalen Graham. Got a little delay here. I don't see any markers. For some reason, everybody's just kind of wandering around. The referee talking to I'll tell you why. That's the end of the third quarter. That would make sense, John. We're out of time here in quarter number 3. Come back for the fourth quarter in a moment. 37-10. Saxy over Lakeview Centennial here on GRS TV.
TV is recording the game.
Back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium, we got a quarter to go. Scott Powell, John Welburn, glad you're with us. You can watch us all week on the replays here on GRS TV. Again, coming up October the 12th, this coming Thursday, we'll have Saxy and Garland, and then on Friday, should be a good one. Naaman Forest and Rowlett. That'll be quite the battle. Maybe the best game of the season to this point, coming up Friday, October the 13th. 7 o'clock starts. Handoff. Huge hole. A lot of running room as Christian Cole busts his way out to the 44.
Solo tackle by
Latrey Harris there just delivered pancake block. That's back-to-back pancake blocks by Latrey Harris.
Love the name, the pancake block, as he flattens the defender.
19-yard gain by Cole.
Might have been a touchdown-saving tackle by Cameron Waddleton. Cole will take another handoff. He's the workhorse tonight. Breaks one tackle. Could have been tackled for a loss. And he got a little bit, 3-4 yards out of nothing there. Good example of how good Cole is when he's hit the first time.
Another thing you have going on, Scott, is that the snaps are high almost every time. Tonight, Sachs is going to clean that up a little bit because that's already slowing down. Cole could even be getting even more yards if he's getting the ball a little quicker.
In other words, they're kind of a half second behind on every play. Kevin Valdez in there at center right now. This one's over the head. He barely got a hand on it, but living the good life, he just picks it right up. It didn't make some crazy bounce, but Jalen had to eat it back at the 38-yard line. That's a loss of 10, excuse me. You called it.
There we go, same. That one he couldn't handle.
Tell you what, next time the Saxy defense is out there, they might want to practice that on the sideline. Seen it before. 3rd and 16 coming. We're under 10 on the play clock. Saxy may have to take a timeout here. 4, 3, 2. I don't know if anybody knows it, but that's a delay of game. The back judge knows it. He throws the flag for delay. Sideline and the players on the field did not notice it. 5-yard walk-off. And we've also got a timeout. Maybe Saxy was able to get a timeout in before the delay, but we did get the penalty marker from the back judge. And there's only one thing he can call before the play starts. Well, there's two things. He could count too many men on the field. There is no timeout. Well, there was just kind of a brief delay, you might say. 3rd and 21 when Saxy snaps the ball. Officials are still talking about it.
I see Coach Miller out, and he's questioning it also.
Kendall's out to the numbers. They're going to walk another 5 off. They are going to walk off the delay of game penalty. Since they didn't take the timeout, you've got to call the penalty. So now it's 3rd and 26 from the 28. They've got to get all the way to the Lakeview 46-yard line. And now the back judge and the field judge are going to have a discussion. John, we'll see you back next Friday night, this coming Friday, correct, on the 13th?
That is correct.
You and I are going to get to call the game of the year at this point in District 10-6A, Naaman Forest, and I am blank. Naaman Forest and Rowlett, I should say. That should be a good one. Any thoughts?
I'm looking forward to that one. That appears, I'm a little baffled right now as to the ball placement at this point.
Yeah, they moved it back up 5 yards. That doesn't make much sense, does it? Well, hey, let's just play. That's what I like to see. Here we go. The umpire says let's play. Referee blows his whistle. The clock is running as we near the 10-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Cameron Cromer in motion across the backfield. Maiden's just going to drop it off to Cromer, but he caught it out of bounds. Jalen was a little bit high with that pass. He wanted to go downfield, but nothing was available, so that was just a kind of a last option.
Cromer also lost where he was on the field. He ran his route out of bounds. He didn't help his quarterback out.
4th down, and Forthman's going to probably punt this away. The tall punter for the Mustangs.
Back to receive from the Patriots.
We don't have any heights on our roster. Forthman's a pretty tall kid. Or do we have heights? We do have heights. 6'3", and he looks taller than that. 6'3", 210. Oh, he just kicked it straight up in the air. End over end. The bounce is everything. Saxy got a little bit of a bounce, but not much. It'll be down in Saxy territory at the 48-yard line. So Lakeview with good field position. The Patriots trail it 37-10. They corrected the scoreboard. It said 40 a little while ago. I thought I did a double take. I thought something was wrong because I remember the score was 30, but I don't remember it being 33. And then it went to 40, and I'm thinking, is this right? But I wasn't sure, and now I'm sure that 37 is correct.
That doesn't happen often.
No. Patriots on a 1st and 10. Jarrett Adams is back in there, that other quarterback. But you know who forgot to come out was the starting quarterback, Jalen Jones, and he's in shotgun. So he comes out late and hands it off. Wheaton turns the corner and gets 9 yards across the 40. Boy, if we've seen anything tonight, John, we've seen a good freshman running back in Kamar Wheaton. I want to see more of this kid.
Very nice run. If he could have gotten a block out here, as you see on the replay, he's running over here.
Jarrett Adams leading the way.
Fake number 10. He faked his own blocker out.
Second and 1. He stayed in bounds, clock running. A lot of pink on the sidelines. Again, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We've just started. You're going to see a lot of pink as this month goes on. Jones wanted to keep it and just squeezed out a yard. He was in trouble from the get-go. Kilo Starnes made the stop for Saxy. 3rd and 2, so very definitely 4-down territory.
Saxon continuing to be aggressive.
You can hear that Saxy band across the way. Pretty good Friday night crowd. Here we go on 3rd and 2. 2 receivers each way. Jones play action. Over the middle, caught. Haro Miranda first down and much more inside the 20. As he was left pretty good cushion over there, and he just turned and made the catch.
That was an excellent read. Let the first lead receiver go, and then came to the second.
Threw it to his back shoulder, which helped him get more down the sideline. All the way to the 17, and a fresh set of downs for Lakeview. Trying to inch a little bit closer right now, down by 27. Jones will keep on the read option and fall to the 16 for 2, or make it 1 yard.
Yeah, Saxy defenders on the fake, they just hit everybody. They hit the quarterback, they hit the potential pitch man, and just take them all the way out of the play.
They hit everybody but us, John.
On the Mustangs 16-yard line.
Another full moon tonight here on a Friday night, as we saw earlier. Some of the cheerleaders from Lakeview, plenty of pink available there. 2nd and 9. Jones, another good pocket into the middle of the end zone, incomplete. The receiver had position, but it was too tall for Zacamian West. That would have been 6 with a good pass, I think.
No doubt.
Jones showed a pretty strong arm, just a little too strong, you might say. See there? Tried to thread the needle and almost did it. Third and 9 from the 16. 3 receivers out to the far side left. Jones looking right, going to drop off the screen. This looks good. Mauricio Sneed, 5, touchdown. Nice. Lakeview Centennial, that is how you draw up the outside screen.
Nice play, nice play. Very well designed. Great call by the OC on that.
You could not have drawn it up any better than that. Look at the blocking out front. Couple of linemen out there. The pancake block, I guess you would call that, was from Peyton Carter.
No doubt.
Was that a pancake, John?
Yes, sir.
You flatten that defender. Is that what makes it a pancake?
Love the pancakes.
You obviously do. I like all pancakes, whatever form they come in. Extra point up and good by Osorio, and we've got a timeout on the field. 7:14, fourth quarter. Lakeview changes the score a little bit, but it's still Saxy in the lead, 37-17 on GRS TV. Lakeview Centennial with an impressive touchdown drive to make it 37-17. There's Mauricio Sneed, who scored on the screen pass from Jalen Jones. Lakeview, will they go deep, or they will kind of go halfway in between with a pop-up kick? Fumbled, but picked up. Return for a loss. Good coverage there by Lakeview as they got the coverage down in a hurry.
That's the best coverage all night, Scott.
That would be a reason for the short kicks. Cameron Flowers, 92. He doesn't return many kickoffs, but Cameron Flowers did there. 92s are just not return numbers usually for players. They'll mark it at the 24. 7:06 left. 37-17 Saxy. The Mustangs would like to kill a little clock here, and they're going to bring their starting quarterback, Jalen Maiden, their starting back, Christian Cole. Starters have gone the whole way tonight. 20-point lead for the Mustangs. Cole on the handoff. Good hold, decent gain on first down before he ran into Waddleton, Cameron Waddleton, with a shoe-high tackle at the 28-yard line for a gain of 3. Probably going to work that play clock, although so far they're not. We still got 20 on the play clock. This is kind of the fast pace of the Saxy offense. Cole busts it outside. Good running room and a first down all the way to the 42.
Solo by 11.
Yeah, Cole slipped a couple of times tonight. He probably needs to change his cleats there.
That number 11 with another tackle. By the way, we had a penalty marker there. Good eyes of John. We both missed that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
The flag's kind of a strange position. It's hard to see down there at the 30. They're going to bring this one back, wipe out the Cole run. We're going to have a walk-off against the Mustangs. And it'll be another one of those 5-yarders that they're known for. In this district, and I see all these teams play quite a bit. Although this is going to be more than 5. I guess it was holding, but I'll bet Saxy leads this district in 5-yard illegal procedure penalties. I mean, you can almost count on about 5 a game at least.
I'm not sure about the chain placement over there on the side.
Well, they just went an extra 5. I'm not sure about what the umpire is doing as he went 5 and then stopped and went another 5 and stopped. And yeah, the chain is going the wrong direction. The box went the wrong way. They need to get that lined up.
Yeah, I think what happened, Scott, is that the chain gang moved a little bit too quick on the previous play.
Oh, and they're out of position. Miss Bailey, the principal for Lakeview Centennial, on the sideline there. Looks like she was saying hello to everybody. I think we finally got this straightened out. It's going to be 2nd and 20. The good thing is, John, it's not a close game, and it really doesn't make much difference if the chains did move. I think we can live with it. That's the good thing. Now, if the game was tied, this would not be a good situation.
I wonder if Saxy would risk putting the ball in the air.
They run that clock, by the way, as we're nearing the 6-minute mark, the halfway mark of the 4th, and we're going to have a timeout. Let's take a break. 6:08, 4th quarter. 37-17, state-ranked Saxy over Lakeview Centennial on GRS TV. Scott Powell, we're just talking about the upcoming games. We've got a really good one coming Friday, October the 13th. First big showdown in this district, Naaman Forest and Rowlett will battle it out Friday, October 13th, right here on GRS TV. As you can see all that following week. Here's a penalty marker, probably a hold, as Maiden is also tackled for a loss. That's a bad combination, John, to hold and still get a sack of your quarterback. At least if you're going to hold, keep him off the quarterback.
Exactly right. Not sure. I see him waving toward the sideline.
So Lakeview ought to just decline this. They got a healthy loss out of it. You know, why mark off 10 and keep the same down? And they're going to take the penalty, right, as I said that. I don't know. Some of the umpire is really confusing things tonight.
Yeah, I think Coach Miller is actually telling them he wants to decline it.
So he changed. Yeah, they changed their mind there. So they will take the play, as I strongly advised. There's no reason not to. You may not have lost 10, but you lost 6. Kendall Miller, as John pointed out, right there on the sideline. There's Red Barons. He's had a interesting evening.
Coach is like he's exhausted over there. He's trying to figure out what is going on.
Yeah, I think they're ready to move on to next week. And that'll be Garland next Thursday night, October the 12th. Our next TV game. 3rd and forever. They need 21 all the way to the 35. Maiden's going to try and throw for it. plenty of time. He can run or throw. He's going to keep it. Avoids a couple of tacklers. First down. He may go the distance. He got a block downfield from Cromer. Going to try and outrun the defender. He's to the 10. He will score. Saxy touchdown. It became a foot race, and Jalen won it.
Wow.
The Mississippi State commit.
Wow, he has pure speed on this play here.
I've always said he'd make a good running back. He is a good running back. You can be a running back as a quarterback.
God, that's just very unusual right there. Lakeview had him in the position they wanted to be in.
Yeah, they had the angles, didn't they?
And just couldn't come up with the play.
He's out of breath. And who can blame him over there on the sideline?
He goes right there. He hurls over there, and
defenders.
it's to the house call now.
There's Cameron Cromer, who slowed up that last line of defense just enough to keep him off of Maiden. The conversion try, we got a loose ball in the end zone, and I think this is just going to be a failed conversion. So we got a timeout. 5:29 left in our ball game. A fresh score of 43-17. Saxy leading Lakeview Centennial here on GRS TV. Long touchdown run for Jalen Maiden, and the conversion failed, 43-17. Lakeview will have 5.5 minutes to try and put some more points on the board, trailing by 26 points. Saxy jumped out to a 16-0 lead with the help of a safety in the early go. It was 9-0 early in this game. Fourthman with a high kick. Fair caught at the 22.
Fair catch by Isaiah.
Growing up, John, with all the long kickoffs, did you ever think you'd see a fair catch on a kick return as you got older?
I think at this point, Lakeview just didn't want to make any errors at this point, and let's get the offense going. With him throwing it up that area, it looked like that's coach's orders.
John Wellborn, the general manager of the Colwell Center, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That's your title?
Yes, sir.
That is a busy place over there.
For sure.
Keep you busy?
Yes, sir.
Hope you have some help.
We got a little bit.
Just a little bit. Wheaton carries. He tried to turn the corner and kind of never got to face it up the sideline before he was run out at the 21. That's a 4-yard gain and a stoppage of the clock. Where do y'all rank, or do you even have statistics on this, on the number of graduations that you host in a year? Do you host as many or more than anybody else?
36.
I take it that's a large number.
Very large.
I can't believe there's enough days of the year to do that, because you want to have them about the same time, don't you?
Yeah, but you stretch them out over about a 3-week period.
Do you ever go home, or you just sleep on a cot inside the Colwell Center during those 3 weeks?
Oh, no, we go home. We have an excellent staff over there that makes it pretty easy for me, actually.
Do you have a statistic that says that's the largest number for one facility to host, or do you have anything like that?
Don't have anything official or scientific, but we think that if we're not number one, we're not far from being there.
It's John Wellborn of the Colwell Center, our color man tonight and next Friday for Name It, Forrest, and Rowlett. We're looking forward to bringing you that one. 1st and 10 Lakeview from their own 33. Jones will keep it through one hole, and then he'll be down at the 35 for a gain of 2. Looked like a much longer run than 2 yards.
Cedric Johnson along with James White.
Lakeview needs to milk the clock right now and just let the clock run out and get out of the rest of this game with no injuries and get ready for next week.
Yeah, they've got a chance to squeeze in there the fourth playoff spot if they mind their P's and Q's. They're good enough to finish fourth place. They'll fall to 1-1 in district. Saxy will move to 1-0. Quick slant pass caught. And extra running room for Haro Miranda. Nice play there. Those plays have worked all night down the seam there to the 43 of Saxy. Jones throws that pass very well, doesn't he?
That's his strength, and 19 really helps him out. He has some real good hands and runs a good route on that one.
Fresh set of downs as we're counting down to 4 minutes. I don't know why the clock is stopped, but they should have rewound the clock here. Jones will roll to his left, being chased from behind, gets it off, and just threw it away as he was hit from behind as he threw it by Kilo Starnes. He was lucky to get rid of that football.
Porter was open too. Porter runs some nice routes too, Scott. The guy has a nice big body for a wide out.
Yeah, he's tall, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
£186 is Porter. Wheaton trying to turn the corner, could not, and he is
Forced out of bounds by James White.
Run out at the 49. That's a loss, and it'll be third down coming.
Went a little too wide.
The pursuit, as always, was good.
Saxon's been quick, sideline to sideline all night.
James White with the stop. It'll be third and 16. Tight formation for the most part. Porter in motion, the snap to Jones. Nice pocket there, in and out of the hands, and is this picked off? Almost. Picked off on the deflection. It was in and out of the hands. Was that Trey Porter?
No, that's
or Haro Miranda?
That was Shiloh Sanders.
No, I mean on the intended receiver.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sanders, number 21, almost had a pick six there. Pretty good pass. Good hard pass. And Jones has got a pretty good arm. Punt will not be returnable by Sanders, and caught and downed at the 20, and make it the 16-yard line of Saxy. 3:41 left in our fourth quarter.
It'll be first down and 10 for Saxy from that point.
We look ahead a couple of weeks away. I know on the 19th, Lakeview and Garland will play. Be the next time we'll get to see Lakeview Centennial. It's a Thursday night. First and 10, Saxy, and this is the backup quarterback, Beltran.
There goes that high snap again.
Yeah, he was just barely able to cover it up.
Now in at quarterback for the Mustangs,
Poor Anthony Beltran finally gets some playing action as he's gotten in just about every game late and gets a very unfavorable snap, which he was able to cover, thank goodness. But a 10-yard loss. He'll give it. No gain. Driven down quickly was Tory Washington, excuse me. One of the backup running backs, as Saxy has emptied the bench here. Although a lot of the first team receivers are still out there. You got Jackson for one. Derek Rose. But Washington will continue to be the running back. Beltran the quarterback in shotgun. Third and very long. 22 needed. Beltran looked right, in trouble. He'll be sacked in the end zone. He threw it, but they're going to call a safety. 2 points for Lakeview Centennial. And Beltran was having a little trouble getting up. Now it looks like he might make it to his feet. He might be more disappointed than anything. He had no chance on that pass rush. And making the play in the end zone, Drew Harper. As you see there, there's Drew on the sideline. Big kid. So the 2 points makes it 43-19. Timeout on the field, 2:23 left. Here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium, back with more on GRS TV. Well, we're in the closing moments here, 2:23 fourth quarter. It's been all Saxy tonight, 43-19. Lakeview's done a fairly good job offensively putting points on the board. This is the most Saxy's allowed by 12 points tonight. 7 points was the most they had allowed in one game until tonight. Give Lakeview credit for that. Kickoff by Forthman. He's going to go deep. Well, deeper than most. It's caught at the 37. This is West, who will get past the 50. Lakeview has 2 timeouts and 2:15 left.
Nice return there.
So Saxy will move on undefeated to 5-0, 1-0 in district. Lakeview will go to 2-4 in their 2-game winning streak and go to 1-1 in district. As I've said, though, Lakeview's got a chance to make some hay this season. They'll be competitive with most everybody else they play. They just struggled with Saxy tonight. Chance to get in the playoffs, Lakeview has, John.
I like the skill position guys. I think the DBs they have are just as good as anybody.
Yeah, their coverage has been good in the secondary tonight, hasn't it?
Yes, they're just in the interior line on both sides that they've been hurting all night.
But Saxy can make a lot of people look bad in the interior lines. We got a penalty marker on a pass. Could be pass interference. It was thrown by an official behind the play, the field judge. Sometimes you can see a lot more the further away you are, as Broderick Hicks threw in the flag from behind the play. Now he's telling the referee what he saw. And Guy Redfern will tell us. He's completely turned his microphone off, which has been malfunctioning tonight. It's holding on the defense. That'll give Lakeview 10 yards and a first down.
Goes against Saxy. Holding.
John, you ever see Curtis Colwell? One of my favorite superintendents of all time.
Saw him last week of August is the last time I saw him. He came over and
Assistant principals at Lakeview on your screen there. Sneed carries the football. Stayed in bounds. That'll run the clock under 2 minutes now.
Sneed has had some real nice runs tonight, Scott.
Yep. Again, Lakeview's flashed some offense tonight, which tells me they're going to be very competitive. Again, I would think one of the favorites to make the playoffs. Top 4 will go. Got a good one Friday the 13th. I hate to say Friday the 13th, but Naaman Forest and Rowlett, that'll be quite a shootout right here on GRS TV. Play action. Nice play call. Quick out and opening. This is West. Almost scored with it. Got all the way to the 7.
Nice.
You had a blitz coming up the middle, John, and they had the right play at the right time called.
Very nice. Very nice.
Look at that. He could have been hit by 3 different people and just unloaded it outside. And got some blocking, by the way, on that sideline.
And then made an excellent cut.
So Lakeview able to move it again, and they've come up with some pretty good yardage tonight offensively. Would love to score some more before that clock runs out. Simple handoff for a big loss and a fumble. And they're going to call this a live ball. Saxy picks it up, and it's being returned, and it's going to go the distance. Unless we got a penalty marker, I don't think so. Micah Buchanan for 6 points. About an 80-yard fumble return.
Buchanan's been playing lights out all night.
Wow. Here's the replay. Snead in jail from the get-go. And they just stripped it out of there, it looked like.
Yeah, number 94 there, Josh Stafford.
The man on the spot, Micah Buchanan. Got a little bit of a block there and just outraced a couple of players, including a lineman who had no chance there, number 51. So Saxy will make their state ranking look even better. Bad snap again. They're going to try and throw for 2. We've got penalty markers coming out of every pocket out there, it appears. And I think this will go against Saxy, but we'll have to check the flags as the conversion fails miserably. Let's make sure that these are against Saxy and not Lakeview. Or they'll try again. It looks like it might be against Lakeview. Everybody's coming back out on the field. This has Lakeview written all over it.
You think offside, Scott?
Or maybe trying to jump over the pile. We're starting to see more and more of that these days. Here comes Redfern, the referee. Well, we're not even going to get a signal, but what we do know is they're going to get to try it again. Well, I think Redfern's ready to go home. Let's speed things up a little bit. I'm all for that. Here comes another PAT try. Here comes the rush. Another bad snap. This gives them something to work on next week, and this is intercepted.
Look at this.
And that looked like
number 20.
Yeah. Smith, Lewis, Maki Lewis. And so it fails. Timeout, 53 seconds. We'll be back with the final minute here in a moment on GRS TV. Well, some of the drill team members and that Lakeview Centennial crowd tonight. Good Friday night crowd on a beautiful night for football with a full moon here at Homer B. Johnson. A lot of folks have gone home, but we still have a lot of people on hand and a good crowd to start this one tonight. 53 seconds, a 30. Oh, where's my math? It's a 30-point Saxy lead. It took me a moment. Getting tired. Here's kickoff return. Pretty good hit on Porter as he returned it across the 40.
Brought down by Bryce Robinson and Matthew.
Porter ran hard. He's not quitting.
Nope. No quit. John, what are your 46 seconds? What are your thoughts on this game before we're about to go away for the night?
Saxy, very impressive. First time I've seen them this year. Their defense, I was more impressed with their defense, actually. They're quick, aggressive, and
they've come a long way on that side of the ball in the last 2 years, haven't they? They were not very good defensively 2 and 3 years ago, were they?
They have a full package over there now.
That's why they're state ranked and have a chance to do something. They've never made it past the second round of the playoffs, John, and I think this will be their best chance, don't you?
I think they have a real good shot. They have all the ingredients of going all the way.
And I think you'd agree that Lakeview is going to be very competitive, fighting for a playoff spot with some pretty good skill positions.
No doubt they're playing hard all the way to the end. I like to see that.
Well coached. That's coaching right there. Jalen Jones, look at the backs of each of those offensive linemen with the pink shirts, undershirts coming out. I like that. All these pictures provided by GRS TV. We got a completion and a fumble and a return. We've also got a penalty marker. We got a little bit of everything. And I think they're going to call this a fumble. We've also got an injured Patriot who's getting up quickly. What do we not have? I think they're going to call this a fumble and also make sure the penalty's not against Lakeview. Lakeview's offense is coming off the field, though. I think they're going to give this to Saxy. Officials talking it over. Had a lot of discussions tonight. If I served tea, I could have had a lot of customers out there. Penalty declined, and Saxy will take the football and probably take a knee. We only have 2 seconds left on the clock. I think they might have forgotten to stop the clock there. But that's okay. Hey, I'm not complaining. I don't see anybody else complaining either.
In the victory formation.
John, I got one more question for you, and then we're going to leave the air here pretty quickly, as that's going to do it. Your prediction on Naaman Forest and Rowlett, which we'll do Friday, October 13th.
Oh, wow. I predicted it would be a good game.
Okay, you can come down for the fence and go on home now. That's John Welburn. Thanks a lot. I enjoyed it, John. Our final score one more time, 49-13. Saxy over Lakeview Centennial. Saxy improves to 5-0. They're ranked 7th in the state, 3rd in the area, and they're 1-0 in district play. Lakeview Centennial falls to 1-1 in district, 2-4 on the season. Thanks to everyone with GRS TV, our entire crew. Thank you very much. For John Welburn, I'm Scott Powell from Garland, Texas. So long, everybody.